Today I want to show you how to paint smoke using watercolor. Now, smoke might seem like a strange subject, but it's actually one of the best ways to learn some of watercolor's most important skills. When you look at the reference image, notice that the smoke isn't one solid shape. It's made up of transparent layers twisting and weaving around each other. And that's exactly what watercolor loves to do. One of the biggest mistakes is trying to paint the darkest areas first. Instead, begin with a very diluted wash. Think of the first layers as simply mapping where the smoke exists. Using lots of water and very little pigment lightly paints the largest ribbons of smoke. At this stage, don't worry about any details, just look for the big, flowing shapes. The goal is to establish movement. Remember, watercolor gets darker with additional layers, so save the stronger values for later. Smoke is all about transparency. Notice how one ribbon passes behind another and then reappears? To create this effect, allow your first layers to dry completely, and then add second transparent layers over portions of the first. Where the two layers overlap, the value automatically becomes darker. This is one of watercolor's superpowers. Instead of painting dark shapes directly, we can build darkness naturally through glazing. The more layers we add, the more depth the smoke begins to have. One thing that makes smoke believable is that part of it disappears. Not every edge should be visible. As you paint, intentionally soften certain edges with clean water. Allow some sections to fade into the background. These lost edges create mystery and make the smoke feel much more natural. If every edge is sharp, the smoke starts looking like ribbons or fabric instead of vapor. Looking closely at the reference, some areas appear darker because multiple layers of smoke overlap. Other areas are barely visible. This value contrast creates depth. As you work, reserve your darkest mixtures for only a few locations where the smoke folds over itself. Think of the darker passages as intersections. By limiting your darkest values, you create a strong illusions of transparent layers floating through space. Smoke has a rhythm. Instead of painting individual shapes, think about the direction the smoke is traveling. Use long, confident brush strokes that follow the movement upward. Allow the brush to dance and curve. Some lines can split apart, others can merge back together. The goal is not to copy every twist you see in the reference. The goal is to capture the feeling of the movement. If the smoke feels like it's drifting and swirling, then you've succeeded. A couple final thoughts for you. What makes smoke such a wonderful watercolor exercise is that it teaches us to think in layers. We're not painting an object, we're painting transparent shapes stacked on top of one another. This technique can be applied to fog and mist. It can be applied to many different aspects rather than just smoke. Remember to start light, build up slowly, and use glazing to create that depth. And let the watercolor do some of the work for you. The more transparent and unpredictable it feels, the more convincing the smoke becomes. Thanks once again, consider subscribing, and see you each week. Enjoy painting.